Hi, honey, how are you? It's Teknikolour. I'm back with another speed build, and this time I built a cute little one-story house in San Sequoia. Let's check it out. So I actually got up on Monday morning and I realized that I didn't have a speed build or any sort of video set up for this week. So I was a little rattled, and I couldn't think of anything that I could use as a speed build. So I had to quickly come up with some sort of an idea to make for a YouTube video. So I decided to just look up some floor plans, try to gain some inspiration, and I found this cute one, and I ended up reversing the floor plan and then adjusting it a little bit to fit what I wanted the build to look like. And this is what I came up with, and I am so thrilled with the way that this turned out. I knew that I wanted there to be a mixture of materials on the outside. So I knew that I wanted there to be like some stone. I knew that I wanted there to be like some metal, or at least some like vertical sort of paneling. And I also knew that I needed to make some changes at the end. And that took me a little bit. And you'll see at the end, it turns into a little bit more brick. But I knew I wanted something super dark because I feel like everything that I've been building recently is very modern, very gray, and has a lot of the color schemes that are not particularly ones that I like. That sounds crazy. But for my legacy family, I've decided that the Sims that we're dealing with currently, they like very warm colors. They like red, they like yellow, they like pink. And now we're gonna be getting into a little more like autumn themed territory, which I do love. But my sort of color scheme is kind of like greens and blues, if you could tell from behind me. It's kind of like a, I don't know, like a ocean sea sort of theme that I love. And I knew that I wanted to pair that, but with very dark elements with this build. And I really think that it came out really well. I did not know what to do with it being one floor because I knew that I wanted to limit it to be one floor. Like from the beginning, I said, this has to be one floor. I can't go crazy. I can't be doing this all day long. It did kind of take me all day long, but I had the best time doing it. So I actually built this on Monday of this week, and I was not having a good day. I have been having, I don't know, my anxiety has kind of been all over the place lately. And so I have this new downstairs neighbor who has been kind of causing problems for like the past couple of weeks since they moved in. And this person insists that we have an issue with them, my boyfriend and I, and we don't, like, at all. Like, we did not even know that somebody moved in, and they were complaining that we were like banging on our floor or whatever in retaliation of them, like putting their TV too loud, which we can't hear. And they've just progressively gotten worse. Like now they're pounding on our door like at any time of day. They're name calling. It's a lot. And we had previously had neighbors who were crazy. That's basically where I'm gonna end that one. So I was like so relieved when those neighbors had actually moved out, and then I was like, oh my god, I feel like I can be a person again. I can live my home. I can feel safe. And no, this new neighbor said absolutely not. So it's been interesting. And yesterday, my anxiety was through the roof. I don't know why. Anything that I did, I just felt like I just couldn't calm down at all. So I said, you know what? I'm going to work in The Sims all day long and then I'll stream later on, and I'm just gonna do that, and things are gonna be fine. And I kind of lost track of time because I got really into this build. And then I had like an hour for lunch and showering and getting ready. So like the bedroom was a mess because I didn't make the bed or anything like that. And it was too much. Literally, I had lunch and then immediately was like in the shower, and I was like, I can't do it today. I was just so overwhelmed with everything. And I felt really bad because I don't like to take off from streams very often. And I did just have a vacation. So I don't know, I feel weird taking a day or two off. So I ended up needing to cancel. It actually would have been our second stream of The Last of Us. I don't know if any of you are into that. I have never seen the TV show or played the game before. And the TV show looks really good, and I kind of wanted to watch, but I kind of wanted to play too. And I knew that people would be kind of interested in seeing me play it, so I caved, and I let it be one of the options, even though I knew it was gonna be scary for people to vote on for me to play, and people voted for it. So now I'm playing The Last of Us. We just started, I believe, last Friday, and I had such a headache the entire stream because the weather here has been changing, and ooh, it was not good. But I don't know, I'm getting really into it. I want to learn more. I want to know more about the story. I want to get better. And we were supposed to play on Monday and we didn't. So now we're going to play it on Friday. But I don't know. I felt really bad that I was taking time off, and then I just decided I can't do the stream. I can't. It's not going to be fun for people to watch if I'm feeling super anxious and playing a game that's probably going to make my anxiety worse. So I said, I'm just going to take the day off and I'm going to just try to relax, and I'm going to play The Sims, and I'm going to try to get some of this work done. I'm also going to try to do some of the Reaper rewards event, which I still have not yet started, and I'm not at all nervous about losing out on items. Have y'all done it yet? Can you post in the comments, like, how much work is it to do the first week? Because I haven't started yet, and I'm very nervous, and I really, 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 really want to do it, but I've been building so much lately that I just haven't had the time to do gameplay. But I'll have to get into gameplay. Oh, you'll also see that some of the items and some of the things that I've been doing in this build are very similar to what I've been doing in my legacy challenge. A lot of the things that I've been working on, I'm really liking, and I feel like I'm going to end up using a lot. For instance, like that eco lifestyle window thing where it's not, I guess it is a window, but it's kind of like paneled and like opened up. I actually have it on the inside, so it's kind of like to let air into, or just to like let some flow into the office in this room, in this build. I don't know, I really liked it. I had it used in my penthouse, the Wyndham penthouse. I had it used there between the kitchen and the hallway, and oh my god, I thought it looked perfect there. Not as thrilled with the placement of it here, but I thought it worked. Sometimes you just need to do something different, and you just need to, even though it's not different from what I've been doing, but yeah, you just have to try different things, really. And I've been really enjoying taking risks in my building. I feel like I was getting a little stagnant. I felt like I was just building the same things over and over and over again, especially because there's a lot of items that I really like and I like to use those over and over again. So I also pushed the boundaries here, and I used some items and some colors that I definitely wouldn't have picked previously. I did cave and use some of the standard items that I use. Like I use that rug from Horse Ranch like all the time. I love that rug. It's also very similar to a rug that I actually have in my own apartment. So that's one of the reasons why I like it. I don't know. I just wanted to push myself. I wanted to do something different. I think the only thing that I don't love about this build is the fact that after I finished everything, I realized that there was no ensuite really for the primary bedroom or the only bedroom. I knew that I wanted there to be an entrance to the bathroom from the bedroom when I built this, but then I built the bedroom and kind of got sidetracked and I added a closet. So I ended up just adding a kind of half bath for the bedroom. And I think that works. I think that works. I don't know. I love the way that this build turned out. I feel like I used a lot of different wallpapers and a lot of different items that are so different from what I would normally do, but also kind of items that I wish I would use a lot more. I don't know if that's weird. There's just so many items that I'm like, oh, I wish I could use that, but I never really know how. And I feel like here I was like determined to find a way to use them and like find that way how. I also added laundry to this build, which is not something that I normally do. I don't know if it's functional. I added it in a little closet with a door, and I think it's really cute. I like the way that it looks here, but I feel like it wouldn't be functional. I don't know for sure if it would be or not. I probably should have checked, but if you do play in this and it's functional, or if you've built similar things and you know it's functional, please let me know in the comments. But I just really like this. If you remember, I had done another build, I believe in Sequoia, a while back, and I loved the foyer. I actually loved the whole build. I felt like it was one of my best builds to date. And it still is. But I love the foyer. Like the entrance, I just felt, it has like that little like mudroom feel, which was like very similar to like me growing up. I felt like, I don't know, I loved having that as an aspect to my own house. And I feel like this fits that vibe as well. I feel like I ended up using the same wallpaper in the foyer that I did in that build too. I don't know. I just think it looks really good. It's very calm. It's kind of like a very cozy, welcoming way to enter your home. And I knew that I wanted it for this build and for that build. I knew that I wanted there to be that sort of designated like drop-off area that is like kind of like separate from the rest of the house. And it's kind of like the Zen sort of space that acts as, I don't know, a drop-off of like items like your keys or your bag or your coat, but also as well as your energy. So you can kind of like leave all of your worries or whatever happened with your workday or whatever. You could just like leave it in that spot and it sort of just like dissipates. I probably sound a little like kooky. I don't really know. I don't know. It just feels like that to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because we're finally in October. We're in autumn times now, and I don't know. I just feel like I'm centered. I'm feeling myself, and I don't know. I'm ready for a whole new tech, really. Ready for a whole new Teknikolour, especially because I don't know. I feel like because if you didn't know, in addition to doing these speed builds and just these YouTube videos, I also do pretty much daily streams over on twitch.tv. And I feel like the autumn, I feel like it's the best time for me as a person, but also like as, I guess, like a content creator, because I feel like whenever I have like games scheduled or we're like checking different things out, I feel like we have the most fun as a community, and I don't know, we enjoy the games the most usually when it's autumn, which is really interesting because I feel like the game that I just finished, Ghost of a Tale, which I adored. You play as this little minstrel mouse. I feel like I keep talking about this, but like, check it out and you'll understand what I mean. You play as this minstrel mouse and you're trying to reunite with your wife. You're trying to find your wife. And it's kind of like this castle jail thing run by rats, like actual rats, and you're a mouse and they don't like mice. And you have to like unlock these things, and there's like spirits, and there's helpful rats, and there's just so much interest to this game. Like the developer did such an amazing job, such a phenomenal job. Like I can't recommend this game enough. And it also really had autumn vibes, and my parents had actually just given a candle that they ended up not liking. And it's, hold on, I have it right here. Pumpkin caramel corn. And I do not really like pumpkins. At least the taste. Whenever I have autumn candles, they're almost always like pumpkin sort of scents and stuff. I don't know, but this one, I was just living my autumn fantasy. I lit it every single time that we played the game, and it just added to the atmosphere. I loved it. And I don't know, I feel like I'm in like my autumn era. I don't know. You're probably watching this and being like, what? But I don't know. We're doing the spooky game like The Last of Us, and now we're playing, I don't know, play new games, and we're going to be checking things out in the autumn. We're also going to be getting a new expansion pack on Halloween. So excited for that. I'm also in the EA Creator Network, so if you're interested, I'm likely going to have early access and can check out the new pack. Regardless, we'll be checking out the new pack when it drops. But I don't know. Whenever there's a new expansion pack, I just feel like, oh my God, there's an energy shift. Oh my God. It's like the best time of year. I don't know. I'm excited for it. I really don't know what to expect either. I feel like people are thinking that, are we gonna like have a career where we play as the Grim Reaper? Is there gonna be reincarnation? Is there gonna be like more gameplay with ghosts? I honestly have no idea what to expect. At first, I kind of thought we might be getting more life stages, which I think would be interesting, but I don't know how they would weave that into this expansion pack. I don't know. We have to wait. It's literally October 1st today as I'm recording this, and the expansion pack comes out on the 31st. We have to wait so long. It feels like it's almost here though. Oh my God. Oh my God. I also started, as time went on, I also kind of saw this build as somewhere that my boyfriend and I would be able to live. I don't know. I really want a house. When we had our crazy neighbors, we were very set on leaving our current apartment, but now I don't know. We might stay here a bit longer. I don't really know what we're doing, but I don't know. I would love a house. I would love a dog. Oh my God. Just having your own space, having neighbors who are like near you, but don't share a wall or share like between floors. That's what I want out of life. I'm also realizing now that I was actually going to add a garage to this at some point, and then I must have said, I don't want to do that. It's going to be too much work. So I added a pool. I was trying to make an above ground pool, as you can see, and it didn't really work out. I feel like I've seen people do it and I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, I don't want to spend any more time on that. I'll have to figure it out later. And I just decided it's gonna be an in-ground pool. That's fine. That's fine. It doesn't have to be above ground. I would like to do an above ground pool at some point, but this is not that point. I'm realizing now, watching this back, that I used way more packs than I thought I did. I swear, I thought that this was like a limited pack build. I was like, okay, I know I used Growing Together. I know I used Love Struck. And I know I used like a couple of items here or there. I used like every pack. I'm watching this back now and I'm like, what was I thinking? I was like, oh my God, I did a limited pack build. This happens to me every time. Ugh. A friend of mine actually just suggested that I do maybe like a tiny house or something, and I would be very, very interested to do that. But I don't know. I feel like I should do a limited pack build. I also feel like I should do like an autumn house. I feel like a lot of people do this where they'll build a house that is like very themed to like a specific season, usually autumn or winter. And I just don't know if that's that realistic, because I feel like I build the majority of the time that I build for function. Even if I don't know if it's like fully going to be functional, you'll be able to shift things around. Like you'll be able to make it function. And I don't know. I always expect to be like, how would I want this house to be built for the way that I would play in it? Not necessarily like just making a beautiful house that is just standalone. And I feel like if you do a build that's just kind of just like autumn or like winter or just specific to a season or even just a holiday, I don't know. Are you interested in that? I mean, I always watch those when I really want to like zen out, or I'm like really interested in a build. It's almost always like an autumn themed build. Autumn is my favorite season. You would think it would be the season when I was born, which is the spring, but it's not. It's not. It's probably because my allergies just go haywire. My allergies are going haywire now. I literally, when I started stream this morning, because we were building on stream again, we have been building in Del Sol Valley because my legacy heir is moving to the hills of Del Sol Valley and he's going to be a superstar. He's going to be an actor. And I'm very excited for that to start, but I have 2 other mansions to build after I finish his. So expect a lot of rapid fire mansions on the YouTube channel after some point. But when I started stream this morning, I literally like 20 minutes before I started, I was just like sneezing and sneezing and sneezing and I just couldn't stop. Actually, before I started recording today, even though I was in here and I was editing the speed build, like pretty much right up until the last moment, I was sneezing like crazy. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I even took a nap. Oh my God. After lunch, I took a nap and it was unintentionally longer than I expected. And I feel like I didn't really fall asleep until when I was about to get up, really. Apparently I snoozed it twice. So I think I ended up napping for like 30 minutes, but I feel like I only fell asleep for like maybe like 5 or 10 minutes. I feel like that's how it always happens. I don't know. I feel like I didn't even need it because I feel like I slept. Because I feel like I slept pretty well. I don't know. I haven't been sleeping the greatest. And I think it's because of my medication, because I'm on anxiety medication now. I don't know how I didn't realize that I didn't have anxiety for the longest time, but here we are. I'm also realizing now that I used the Love Struck tile backsplash, I forgot that I did that. I think it looks really good here. I actually want to use that a lot more often now. I've been using from the Party Essentials. It's like a photo backdrop and it sort of can look like tile. So I've been adding it behind like kitchens to make it like a backsplash. And it looks good in some builds, not all of them. But using the tile from Love Struck here, like that backsplash it's just an item that you just put on the wall, it looks really good. I'm actually really surprised because I don't think I was sold on it when I put it in here because I thought I removed it. But no, I guess I really liked it. Can you believe that I built this yesterday and I don't remember everything that I put in it? I'm telling you, I was going through it yesterday. Oh my God. I felt like yesterday I was just a mess all day long. Oh, feeling much better today. Very, very happy to say. And doing the landscaping here, I really didn't know what to do. I feel like landscaping is not where I excel in The Sims 4. Do y'all have landscaping tips? I feel like if you have landscaping tips, please please drop them down below because I could really use them. I feel like my landscaping, once it's done, looks okay. Like it never looks like terrible in my opinion. I feel like it like passes, but I feel like some people landscape and I'm like, whoa, this looks real. This looks like a real lot. Like this looks like it could exist in the real world. And then I'm like, maybe it's missing a tree, maybe. Whenever I build on my own, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I never think about like my house growing up or relatives that I have. I never think about that stuff. And I'm like, that would probably help you a lot. Like think about it now in this very moment. It would probably help a lot to just think about actual houses and how those have landscaping. But whenever I do it myself, I'm like, I don't know what to put here. Why am I like that? It's like that every single time. Oh my God. But anyway, if you like this video and you would like to see more content like this, more speed builds, be sure to like and subscribe. If you hit that notification bell, you'll be reminded of future videos. And I would really appreciate it. Would really appreciate it. Really trying to grow here on YouTube, also on TikTok. But if you're also interested, I do tons of Sims gameplay and some building over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Teknikolour. And you don't have to follow there, but if you would like to, it's always there. We do usually check out new packs whenever they drop. Again, I'm probably gonna have early access thanks to the EA Creator Network to this new expansion pack on Halloween. And if you want to check that out, would love to hang out with you there and check it all out. But I think since we're at the end of the build now, why don't we just quickly hop into the game and I can show you around a little bit, because I know it can be a little hard to see everything when you're zipping around in a speed build. So here we are in San Sequoia on the Sequoia Cottage lot, and I just love this build. I'm just laughing because I think it's really pretty. I think it's a very nice, I don't know, curb appeal. And then you look at it on the gallery and this is what we get. So don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Basically, when you go inside, you have this little entry, and then you've got the foyer over here, and it has a closet and it has the laundry. Over here, you have the office right off of the foyer. And then you have the living room and the eating kitchen. Over here, we have the dining room with the built-in bar. Outside, there's access to a barbecue and an outdoor eating area, and then also a downstairs outside eating area. And then, of course, you got the pool here. And then there is the full bath. And I just realized as I was touring this that this little wall was not painted. We have the double shower here. I've been doing this a lot lately, and I really like it. And then on the other side of the fireplace, you have the primary bedroom. There's a nice little bookcase over here. There's a TV, fireplace. Then in here, we have the closet. You could sit down, you can try on your clothes and everything, and then a little half bath in the back. And that, my friends, is the entire build. This is on the gallery now if you would like to download it. And if you do, please let me know. I would really like to know what you think. I had a wonderful time building this, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, be sure to like and subscribe, comment down below. But I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.